Good afternoon, everyone. Lizzie and I are just working here. Just a moment. Trying to thread the needle. Anybody else have that problem? You can. Anyway, do you know what time it is? It could be sing a song, go for a run. It could be color a coloring page. No, it's time for Take Home Tuesday. If you've been following us at all for a while now, you do know that every Tuesday we come to you live with some sort of what we hope to be inspiration for you in something creative. I'm Jamie, and today I'm here with
Lizzie.
And you've met Lizzie several other times. It is kind of a cool but sunny day here in central Iowa.
Windy.
Very windy. And for our trackster, your favorite red whack, and it's like going to knock you over.
Yeah.
Literally, total side note here, but what was it? Last week, 2 weeks ago, when we had the home meet during the national anthem, a gust came up and it literally blew everybody. So it was not very much fun.
No.
And this last weekend too was also prom.
Yep.
So Lizzie got her junior and senior prom
Yes.
in one event. Well, today we're coming with you, and maybe you can guess what we're going to be talking about. Any guesses yet out there, Heidi? Maybe what we're going to be inspiring people about for? Well, it's kind of a necessity if you're quilting, cutting, even doing some mending or wanting to keep some pieces to have a pin cushion. And sometimes we go, where is that pin cushion at? So maybe you need multiple pin cushions. Well, today we thought we'd do something real. It's a fast, simple, easy, which seems like we say that a lot each week, isn't it? A project that you can do. Perfect as we're heading into Mother's Day, even for yourself, something a fun pin cushion. Anybody remember those? We have old standard one. I think everybody got this class, which we don't really have that same thing anymore. The standard old tomato. Maybe you have one that your grandma used that you remember. Anybody have one of those? We brought some today, and we're going to show you how to make a couple of them. And Heidi brought some different things, and we want to show you that you can use any sort of container for a pin cushion. So this is just simply a hard box that was turned into a pin cushion. Isn't that cute? And also, if you didn't have the pins in it, it would be a really cute decoration too. And this one would be hard to lose. I have this tiny little flower. It's really cute, but I can't tell you how many times I lose where that tiny little flower goes. Okay. Another thing I know, isn't this cute? A candle stand or candle, it's like, what's that called? Candelabra, candlestick holder, whatever. So fun. Dollar store, Goodwill, all the garage sales that go on. Think of the things that you could find to use some things. And this one is cute, little bird on a spool. So it's always just fun little things. Now, do you remember a few weeks ago? Well, it's been more than a few weeks ago now, probably a couple months ago, we showed you how to make yo-yos. Some of this is kind of the same idea for the middle of the pin cushion. So we're using some of those same things. I do have to show you though, I asked my mom if she would have anything, and she came up with this is from her tea set when she was a little girl. And this one, we just put some fun little pins in. I don't know if you can see those on there, but just some fun. It's actually probably more decorative than functional, but it's cute. Of course, last year, can anybody read what it says on here? So I know I'm not the only one that collects these Crocs at the state fair, but no fair last year. Mm-hmm. And how much fun just to put a little pin cushion, make it in there. We put the little extra decorative pins in there too with the little sheep and stuff. Lots of fun you can have. And that's what we want to inspire you with today. Another one, this one kind of cracks me up because it was closed, but then you can open it. We can sing a song. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody coming along with me? Anyway, this is called Tuft, like a Tuft pin cushion. When you gather it in and put it, you can think of it as a pinwheel. When we did what am I thinking? Why can I not get it in my head? Yo-yo, thank you. The yo-yo, and just leave the center open so you can put the batting in there. We are using scrap batting to put in ours and just pulling it apart, giving it some fluff. You can use polyfill, like the actual stuffing. You could use rice. You could use walnut shells. Maybe you have a different idea that you would like to put in your pincushion, but basically find a container around your house and you could turn it into some sort of fun pincushion. Great for Mother's Day. So what we've done here, we have a couple other little candle holder, a candy dish thing here, and we have a pot, just one of the little terracotta pots that we've painted. We've gone ahead and traced a circle, and Lizzie can show them that. That's larger than the item. You know, you don't, when you're doing this, which to me, you probably already know this, but I'll say anyway, if you trace it the same size, it's not going to work. So you want to trace it a little bit bigger. So Lizzie, why don't you go ahead and start cutting that one out for us? And as she cuts that out, she's going around that. This one I've already gone through, and you can do your basting edge long stitch around stitching around the circle when it's cut out. This one I don't understand what that is, which is fine. Lizzie may not understand what that is. Give me a call, I'll explain it to you, okay? I've pulled this into gathered in, and I've kind of just put some batting, stuffed it down inside of that. This one was actually going into my terracotta pot here. A couple hints. I would want some weight in the bottom of this. Again, you could add in some rice, you could add in some shells, you could even simply just take some of your excess batting, which anybody have any of these laying around anywhere, and stuff it down in there just to give it that extra little weight and a firmness so that your pincushion doesn't slide down in. I would then come back in here and give my tuft, so to speak, a couple little quick whip stitches just to hold it into place. Strongly recommend, you would absolutely want to do this so that your pins, when you pull them out, doesn't pull the cushion out, is to take some hot glue or Monster Gorilla Glue or any of those type of glues that you may have that would hold this in place, and then stick it down in here and let it set with your glue, and then it'd be absolutely fabulous. To be a little bit more creative, come back in and add some rickrack and glue it on, or maybe you could write some words or a little message on it, something like that. So ideas, anybody have? Share a picture of your pincushion. That would be fun to see what everybody's pincushions would be like. Now Lizzie has circle cut, and so on this one, what we would do, again, we could just, and I was trying to talk and thread the needle at the same time, and it didn't really accomplish it very well. But that, we would do a what we would call a running stitch all the way around so that we could pull that tight like we did when we did the pinwheels. So Lizzie, as I'm trying to talk and do this, oh my goodness gracious. It's live, folks. Anybody else have this problem when you're trying to do something? Let me get this pulled in. So Lizzie, as you've been doing Take Home Tuesdays, I'm going to put you on the spot here. What are some things that, some projects that you have liked, or things that you've maybe learned that
I really liked the hand scrub that we did, just because then we got to use it afterwards, and our hands were super soft from that, and it was really easy to do.
Yeah, and sometimes I think that's part of it, is people think that things are going to be hard, and really you don't have to be hard.
Yeah.
And like even this project, so I would give this a little nod at the end of it, and then we'd come back in and do our little running stitch around the outside edge. And so then again, your running stitch, I'm not really worried about how far apart it is. I'm just going around the edge of the fabric so that I can get that tuft to stuff my batting or dump my rice into, or the shells or any of those things, and pulling it through. I would want to stay fairly consistent around the edge to the length or the distance I'm away from the edge. So usually around 1/4 inch is what you hear a lot of that. And so many of you already do know that information, but we want to repeat it just to confirm it to you. Or if you are new and you don't know some of it, it's okay. We want you to learn how to do it too. Okay. And so after we got that all stitched all the way around the edge of it, and then we take our batting, or what we said, the rice, all those different things. I know I'm repeating it, but if you're joining us late, you can always use it. Kind of pull some of our batting apart, and then we would just stuff it in and get it nice and full, a little bit firm. And we're not going to go through all of the steps because you can figure this out. You know, I don't want it that loose. I want it to be firm enough that it can hold my pens and kind of fill out the fabric. You can imagine what that would look like when we get it all done. Be cute, happy, fun way to use some different fabrics up, scrap fabric that you have, different containers that you might have, mandarin orange can. Wouldn't that be fun if you come in and around your can and put some fabrics or papers on it? Lots of different fun ideas for that. So any ideas or suggestions? Heidi, anything that we're missing or?
No, I think you guys are doing great.
Yep, it's just another quick, this is super, I know I say it a lot, but really super simple. And it'd be a easy project for May Day, even for your sewing friends. They don't even have to be a sewer, because most people at some place in their house do have pins that they use for something. Even in a classroom, straight pins for when you pin on your bulletin board. So Lizzie's mom, teacher, something like that could be fun with, and just put a little teaching message. So as always, we hope that we inspire you to do something fun and creative as you get going today. Maybe you can come up with something creative for yourself to do. So until next week, if to go back and look at the yo-yos, go back on our